Previously on Explorations.
So today marks another transition. We are leaving the Otonabee River and entering the Kawartha Lakes area with lots of lakes, a lot fewer locks. So I know we've done less than half of the distance and we're already more than halfway through on time, but we're going to start putting the kilometers behind us as there's no speed limits through the majority of these lakes.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day number 5 of our Trent Severn Waterway adventure. We're just We're just floating up to Bobcaygeon here after spending the night at our family's place. As I mentioned in the last video, we hadn't planned on spending the night there. We had planned on just making a quick stop to restock our food, refuel the machines, but with the delays we experienced earlier in the trip, it just made more sense to spend the night here, especially given the time that we got onto Pigeon Lake. It just made sense. So we are up bright and early this morning to try and catch the first lock in Bobcaygeon, going up from Pigeon Lake to Sturgeon Lake. We got a little bit of a distance to cover today. We want to try to get as close to Lake Simcoe as possible, so there's a handful of locks we got to get through. But yeah, it's looking like a good day so far. We got to just keep on motoring and everything should work out great. Alright, that was Lock 32, Bobcaygeon. We are now on Sturgeon Lake. Bobcaygeon is a pretty cool town. We had wanted to explore it a little bit, but unfortunately, because of the delays again, we had to cut that out. But luckily, we did come in by car last night to get some more supplies, so enjoy these whirlwind, crappily shot photos with my cell phone. But yeah, Bobcaygeon is lots of fun, especially if you enjoy shoes and ice cream. Those who know, know. The next stop here is Fenelon Falls, Lock 33. But we are going to take one more stop on Sturgeon Lake as well, and I'm going to yak at you some more. But that's going to be in a little bit. Alright, here we are in the middle of Sturgeon Lake and we are at an intersection. To our right is the town of Fenelon Falls and the next lock that we're going through to take us from Sturgeon Lake up into Cameron Lake. To the left is the town of Lindsay. And in the town of Lindsay is the only lock on the Trent Severn Waterway that we are not going through on this trip. That lock takes you up from Sturgeon Lake into Lake Scugog, and unfortunately we don't have the time to do that. It's still a long way on Sturgeon to get there, and there's a whole bunch of canals. It would be cool if we had the time, but unfortunately on this trip we will not be going through that lock. It's the only lock that we're missing. Sad times. But I think we'll persevere. Fenelon Falls is just up here around the corner, and then we're going to be in that canal, which is a pretty cool canal. Should get some good shots in there. So let's keep on keeping on and go do that. So that was Lock 34, Fenelon Falls. Lock 33 is the Lindsay Lock I was talking about earlier. And yeah, Fenelon Falls, another cool little town, but again, no time to go check it out, which is unfortunate because there's a brewery right on the canal. We were so close, but it's only 10 a.m. We don't really need beer right now. I mean, I could go for a beer right now, but I don't really need a beer right now, you know? So we're gonna keep on motoring. This is Cameron Lake. Quick little jaunt across here, and then we're gonna be on Balsam Lake. It should be in front of us somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in front of us somewhere. I just can't see any markers. That's Comaconk up there. All right, let me take a look at my phone. We don't know where the channel is. All right, we were going the right way. We just couldn't see the marker, so we're getting concerned. But we are in the right direction, so let's keep going in that direction. All right, we're coming up to the second lift lock on the canal here. This is Kirkfield. Not quite as high as Peterborough, but still pretty high, so it should still be pretty interesting. All right, that is Kirkfield Lift Lock. Now we're off to Canal Lake, called Canal Lake because it's on the canal. Who would have thunk it? Anyhow, it's a little short stretch of lake followed by more canal. It's a very canal forward day today, but that's fine. Let's go. So, something else interesting has happened here as well. So Balsam Lake, which we were just on, is the highest lake in the Trent Severn Waterway. So what that means is that the navigation markers, the channel markers that we've been following, the colors have switched because we are no longer going upstream from Lake Ontario. We are now going downstream towards Georgian Bay. So coming upstream, we had been keeping the red markers on our right. Now that we're going downstream, the green markers are going to be on our right. So we got to get out of the habit of keeping the red markers on the right, or bad things could happen. But there's a sign on the lock there indicating that. So that is now different, and from here on out all the way to the end of the trip, green is going to be on the right. It's a cool waterfall. Whee! All right. Can we fit through if I'm standing up? Oh, I don't know. No, this is gonna hit me right in the teeth. Ah! Oh. Like a glove. Alright, that was lock number 37. We got 2 more to go, or 3, depending on how you look at it. We want to stay at lock 40 this evening, preferably the bottom side of lock 40, so we don't have to go through it tomorrow morning. But that is about 5 kilometers away. There's 3 locks in between if you count lock 40, so we're just going to go ahead and get there because we've all seen canals. We know what's up with the canals now. They're canals, they're slow, there's trees, there's grass, sometimes there's animals. Canals. right, home sweet home, at least for tonight. Lock number 40. And lock 41 is just down there. And that'll be first thing tomorrow, and then after that is Lake Simcoe. Exciting times. But right now, somewhat less exciting is we got to carry all of our gear back up there. So let's start doing that. Another successful day. We ended up at Lock 40 on the bottom of Lock 40 actually, so we're in a good position to get Lock 41 as soon as it opens, and then out onto Lake Simcoe. So tomorrow is going to be a big day with the Lake Simcoe crossing. Hopefully the weather is good, because Lake Simcoe is very, very large. It is by far the largest lake on the Trent Severn system. And the waves can get mighty aggressive if there's any sort of wind. So that's why we're trying to do it first thing in the morning. Hopefully the wind's a little calmer and the waves are a little calmer. So why don't we take a look at what we did today and what we're planning to do tomorrow. Okay, so we started the day here on Pigeon Lake. Head up. Thanks, wind. Oh my God. Great. This is going swimmingly. So we started the day here on Pigeon Lake, made our way through Bobcaygeon, Fenelon Falls, Rosedale, across Balsam, and again, Balsam is the highest lake on the entire system. So it was all uphill to Balsam, and now we're going downriver towards Lake Simcoe. We hit up Kirkfield lift lock, the second lift lock on the network, and we are here at 40 for the evening. And here is Lake Simcoe, which we are planning to tackle first thing tomorrow morning. And we are doing Simcoe Couchiching, and our plan for tomorrow evening is here at Swift Rapids, which leads just a short little jaunt to Port Severn and our goal, Georgian Bay. We're keeping an eye on the weather, but tomorrow it is looking good and should be a good crossing of Lake Simcoe. That could change overnight, but right now it's looking okay. So stay tuned and see what that looks like tomorrow, I guess. Until that time, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give us a like and a subscribe. It helps us out a lot. We will see you next time. Next time on Exploration. And I want this camera waterproof for when we go across Lake Simcoe. Coming into Lake Simcoe, we've got about 27 kilometers to traverse it. Well, it's definitely rough. Now I know, that's why we're walking them out. We're at the lock before the lock we want to be at, and the lock is broken.